serif and sans serif. We'll compare the two to help you understand better how to use them and which one to choose. What does serif mean? From books, magazines, and newspapers to websites and promo materials, serif fonts are among the most popular in the world. The serif is that distinctive decorative stroke that extends from the letters. It's usually in the form of a tail that appears on both upper and lowercase letters, numerals, glyphs, and other characters. Not all serif typefaces are the same, but they all share this distinctive mark that makes them recognizable in the world of typography. Let's look at the sans serif characteristics. Now that we know what a serif is, we can logically conclude what is the one main characteristic of sans serif. Since sans means without, sans serif typefaces are those without the decorative stroke at the end of the letters. This font family is considered more modern, and it embodies simplicity. The characters can be sharp or rounded, but they share the same clean and minimalistic design. Let's tackle some readability myths. Speaking about serif and sans serif, you might have heard certain rumors about the readability difference between the two. Those myths are based on the idea that serifs help the eye follow a line of text, hence the better readability. Yet, that is not true. The motion between these jumps our eyes make is too fast for information to be taken in. So, for the record, serif typefaces are not easier to read simply because they have those distinctive strokes. It is actually quite the opposite. Since sans serif typefaces are simpler, the readability can be better when the character size is smaller. Usage. Now that we know the basic difference between serif and sans serif typefaces, the main question is when we should use them and why. Serif typefaces are commonly used when a project involves a lot of text, for example, books, newspapers, and similar. Sans serif fonts, on the other hand, are a better choice for projects such as brochures or reports, as well as for other shorter text settings. When we have to use very small sized letters and characters, it is also advised to use sans serif typefaces as they can be clearer and easier to read. You need to know your audience. Selecting the right typeface depends not only on the project you are working on, but also on the targeted audience. Let's look at this example. If your audience is made out of young children learning to read, sans serif fonts are a better option because of their simplified form. The same thing goes for people with visual impairments or any other condition that might impact their ability to read. Is sans serif less formal? One of the popular arguments among designers is about the informality differences between serif and sans serif typefaces. The general idea is that serif fonts seem more formal and should be used for any kind of formal design. But does that mean that sans serif is always informal? Not quite. A lot depends on the fonts you pair and how you pair them. For example, if you pair sans serif with an old-style typeface, the sans serif font will automatically get some of that aged and classic touch. If, on the other hand, you pair sans serif with a more ornate typeface, the overall look will be more formal. Serif and sans serif on the web. When it comes to printed materials, serif typefaces are more popular with big blocks of text in books or magazines. Sans serif fonts are a better choice if you need to print some text in a really small size. But what about the web? Even though the display resolution keeps improving, it is still low compared to print. As a result of that, serif typefaces can display poorly at small sizes. This is one of the main reasons why most designers consider sans serif fonts a better option on websites. Is letter spacing affected? You might have heard a rumor that you can use serif fonts to increase letter spacing. Even though some people keep defending this argument, it is not actually true. It is quite the other way around. Serif typefaces can end up making letters seem closer if they are improperly kerned. Let's recap. Both serif and sans serif typefaces have their pros and cons, so at the end of the day, it all depends on the project you are working on. Serifs are usually used for printed projects with big bulks of text. Sans serif are commonly used for shorter text or small-sized characters. The exception is the web, where it is advised to use sans serif, especially with small sizes. So, which is better, serif or sans serif? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. Don't want to miss the next video? Hit the subscribe button and click the bell beside it. Thank you for watching, and check out these neat videos that we previously created.